Hey guys, ooh, my hair, look at that. Let me just get set up. This new format is screwing with me, so I don't know what the deal is. Apparently YouTube has just, I don't know, it's just not doing its thing anymore. So I gotta figure out a new way to get this to run through OBS, but that won't be tonight. I know that. Here's tonight's stream. Publish Tumblr. See what. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's launch this here. Close this down. Okay, here we go. Chat. There's my cat's butthole for you. She's looking around. Okay, so. All right, and I'll just shut this off completely because that's useless to me. Okay, and we can just close that back down. Okay, so who's here? Wow, good turnout tonight. Hey Kat, hey Zio, hey Red Star, hey Joanna, hey Elizabeth, hey Candace. Hey Carol. Hey Lego Puzzle. Hey Carla. Hey Mel. Hey Jennifer. Hey Monet. Hey Ippity. Hey Lynn. Hey Chalice. Hope everyone's done. Hey Miriam. I hope everyone's done with their parental duties for the evening. A Merry Christmas to all. And to all, let's get this party started. Hey Amada. Hey Jade. This is, look at this thing. You hate it when I kiss your head. I like to rub my face on her sometimes because she's the softest. My cat's dog is stuck under the dog is stuck under the Christmas tree. This is my parental duties for the night. She doesn't put too much faith in Santa. All she needs, you know what? Oh. Merry Christmas, my little baby. You have a very Merry Christmas. No one should be done saying Merry Christmas for a while. Hey, Tim. Hey, Alicia. So, sorry it's such a late stream tonight. I was actually over at a buddy's house, and he climbed in the back. Can't figure out how to get the background. I get so tired we can't sleep because people are partying. Yeah. I was helping a buddy out. I wasn't helping him out. I was visiting a friend for Christmas Eve. And we spent the afternoon just kind of sitting around doing Christmas stuff. I brought him and his family some gifts, and they gave me something nice too. Davis gave me some Nintendo gift cards. So I got $20 worth of Nintendo stuff to buy new Smash Brothers characters with. I'm gonna go get Cloud Strife and Bayonetta and whoever the third character is. I think she's from, like, I don't know, Fire Emblem or Xenoblade or something else. Hey Chris. Hey Marie McPoopin Sniffer. Tim's mad at me because I made him start watching House. I told him that House of Cards was good, and now he's getting pulled into the plot where you're liking a character you shouldn't. Well, you're not liking him, but all the characters are kind of dickheads, but they're also very intelligent, which makes you want to know what they're going to do next. Hey, Risa. Hey, Miriam. My neighbors keep popping fireworks. It's 1:30 and my dog is freaking out. Outside 40 degrees every 30 minutes. To change ice water is not my idea of merry times. Why are you going outside, Kat? You watched 11 episodes of that today? Those are hour-long episodes, too. Jeez. So, yeah, she's pretty good. She's the pretty goodest. Let me zoom out a little bit. Give you a bigger picture of what's happening right here. Yeah, I mean, a 40-minute episode, to do 11 of those in a day is a little much by my standards. You can usually get 3 episodes of anything done in a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But, because the kitchen sink isn't deep enough to water defrost the turkey. Need to have time for the snow hits. Hippity do what keeps you safe. You were here, and that's been noted. Then we came upstairs for food. So how's your holiday been? Me, I'm just enjoying watching a Godzilla movie marathon on L-Ray Network. Sounds cool, Chris. Mine's been okay. Helen asked me if you can wait like 5 minutes to unbox her gifts, please, because she is turning on her computer. Sure, we can kill 5 minutes, right? Yeah, I could use some turkey. I'm a little hungry. Very thirsty. I might grab a drink while we're waiting for Helen to show up. Stores closed on Christmas. We have to leave tomorrow instead of Saturday. That was my limit. Risa is voting against Krampus if you're going to go see a holiday movie. There was no game playing today. Unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but the family I went to visit, they have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they just want to either A, destroy themselves, these kids, or destroy anything valuable in the house, or destroy, like, or just make things difficult in general. Like, they're just the kind of kids that are, like, happy and stuff, but they're just like, oh, look, what's this, a fucking cell phone? Cool. Let's see if it goes in water okay. Like, oh, no, I got to put this down? All right, well, I'm not going to cry or anything. I'm just going to walk into the other room and just take whatever receptacle of, like, liquid I can find and just be like, this belongs upside down however I want it. What do you got there? Eating some food? Cool play, buddy. Bang! Like, just fucking sorry. So there's no games to be played. We could try, but it's not going to happen. It's bad. It's not bad. It's just not conducive to playing board games. We were going to play Smash Brothers for a little while, but there was just no time. They require constant attention, and that's great. The other thing I learned about 1-year-olds is when you just getting your teeth in, eating is a little bit of a different process where basically anything that can fit in your hand, you make a fist, and you put your entire fist inside your mouth, release the food, pull your fist out with just however much, like, slobber you can get on there. And then the food that's in there, you let it ruminate for a while. You just let it sit there. And whatever flavor's in there, you suck it out. But then you replace the flavor with just pure saliva. And then after that's been done for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, you take your whole fist, put it back inside your mouth, grab whatever matter that food has become, whether it's solid or liquid or anywhere between, and you pull it out, and you just drop it. You just drop it wherever it falls. Or you just straight up open your mouth and you let everything fall out. The food, the ropes of viscous, glistening, translucent spittle that's in there, you just let it just slide out of your mouth onto whatever objects happen to be below and in front of you. And it is nauseating. Children like that age are just, I can't even deal with it. And I want to have this, Melody, good night. I want to have this visual for everyone to remember. Next time you guys get together with your favorite boy or girl or pan, flute, sexual, non-binary, cis flower child thing that you want to get together with on any given night or morning or afternoon, use a condom unless you're ready for slobber monsters. It's like a Zerg creep colony. There's just slime spreading in a blanket from, they're emanating just slime, and that's what children are. Just disgusting little monsters. Use protection, okay? Thanks, guys. Consider that burned into my brain. I love that PSA. Always had a routine in his way of doing things. Sounds like he just described my Walmart Christmas party in a nutshell with that lovely story. Okay. Had our Newfie from then. Slobber monsters, good God. 100% agreed. Thanks, Krydo. Welcome, Krydo. Krydo Avis. Good to have you here. Carol's here. Has Helen arrived yet? I was on a rant for a while, so I didn't notice if Helen came in or not. Going to tell she's a teacher in high school. Very useful story. Yeah, I'd have to clean up the language in order to actually have this video released into a high school anywhere. A little variant to routine and quiet. I could use a blanket right now. I got a cat on me, and that's pretty warm. But I need something to just keep my legs warm a little bit. Let me get my Lynn tiny blanket. Just gonna get this blanket. Just gonna go like this. Just gonna lay that down on Katie. Just a second. She's gonna be a little happy baby. Okay. So, yeah, the day you see one of my spawn making its debut is hopefully going to be a ways off. You know, the bed, she hasn't grown to trust it yet. I think she can smell that it's not, it hasn't, the house, the smell of this house hasn't permeated the bed yet, so she's still a little hesitant. I think I need to leave it on more. I gotta figure out a time schedule to plug in the bed and make sure she knows that it's a warm thing for her to sit on. It's 7 p.m. on the 25th where you are, Alicia? Well, we're still 12 minutes out. Tonight, I'm going to unbox a couple of things. You can see a few of them here. I'm not going to be actually unboxing all this stuff tonight, but yeah, I'll be opening up a couple things. We just got to wait for Helen to get here. 2:45. Can you hear her purring? She is a very loud purr bag. 1:45, 1:47, so close to Christmas. Yeah, she's pretty cute. All right, so Helen's not here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a couple of packages that aren't from Helen. Why are you sweating, Krydo? It should be at least a little chilly over there. Have you thought about a wall timer? Oh, I guess that, you know what? That's a great idea, Monet. Maybe I'll add a wall timer. Yeah. I'm going to put that on my to-do list right now under things to add to the wish list. Let's see. That's done, actually. Okay. Wall timer. All right. Credit goes to Monet on that one. Interesting. Well, Zio, if you can communicate to her in any other way, just west, here we are under the snow. I built my own room in the basement and insulated the crap out of it. Well, there you go. This is Washington, my part of Canada. It's actually pretty chilly. I don't add it to the wish list. I'll pick you up one next time I'm at the store. All right, Monet, you're on Walmart. You're on wall timer duty then, and I'll leave it off the wish list. You're officially my wall timer person. Whatever you feel is the best product for wall timers. Just make sure it doesn't have 3 prongs and that it's a pretty slim profile, because I got to fit it into a power splitter. It's not a lot of outlets here for me to plug into, so try and get it as compact as possible. Okay, so let's open a package. What do you say? So that was one from Helen. I'm going to save all these until tomorrow. But tonight, we'll start with this one. This was, so I made it to the post office by 3 p.m. today. They were, and I didn't realize they were closing at 3 p.m. What's the best board game I've ever played besides Zombicide? Well, I think I'm gonna like Panic once I get to play it some more. So I'm hoping Kat brings Panic up next time she comes, because I'd really like to deal with the static sound in the background. How do you deal with the static sound in the background off you? I don't know what static sound you're talking about, Tim. You have to be more specific. Sound of peace. Way too much warm. Just cold. Very wet. You're getting static feedback. When you stream, you're getting static feedback? Yeah, my laptop has an integrated microphone. There's not too many problems. Typically, wearing headphones is the best way to do it. That way, the sound from your speakers won't interfere with your mic. Yeah, if you're trying to stream and you're getting static on your own thing. Anyways, I made it to the post office. This was in the P.O. box, and there was also a package that had been delivered that I needed to pick up. Unfortunately, I didn't get there in time to deal with the real post office staff who could have gotten me the package. So there is a package at the P.O. box that I was not able to get for today. But it'll be there for the 26th, so we'll have something waiting for us after Christmas. It's not static, it's the cat purring. Yeah, I would say wear headphones while you're broadcasting. As much as that sucks to hear, like that you're going to be broadcasting with headphones on, it's kind of a necessary evil. That's why you'll see people wearing the headsets with the microphone when they're streaming on Twitch a lot. Otherwise, you can do, sound adjustments and stuff. If you're using OBS to broadcast, there might be something in there about feedback prevention. But if you're usually Google Hangouts is pretty good about it. I don't know what programs you're using. I don't know what mic you're using. I don't know anything about your hardware either. So if you want to talk offline about it a little bit, we could try. Okay, I'm gonna open this thing. The PO box get feels like a very familiar feeling. Whoa! Check it out. All right, so here's what we got. So a few days ago, probably a week and a half ago, bye baby. I got some cool neoprene coasters, and they're for putting drinks down on the table, and they have the Smash Brothers symbol on them. Today, I got some more square coasters, and they do not have the Smash Brothers symbol on them. What they do have is my favorite Smash Brothers character, Ness, on them. He's so cool. Pick up thunder! Pick up fire! Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, these are stinky. Oh, we're gonna have to let these air out for a minute. These kind of smell like chemicals, but they'll stop stinking in a little while. So these are great. Thank you so much for these. Looks like they came from, who did these come from? Who sent this? Who sent this? There's no packing slip. It's fine, cat. That's, nope. I'm losing my grip on reality. I need sleep. Bye, guys. Goodbye, Alicia. You like Pit more? Well, Selena, we all have our preferences. I mean, I just like Ness because he's super weird and he's hard to use for a lot of people. So I like him because he tends. Not a lot of people liked Ness for a long time, and to be able to use him was to be unpredictable, and it was a strategy. Thanks, Karen. I appreciate these. You know, you're consistent in knowing how to go to my very blatantly favorite things. Let's see. Yeah, I've never actually played through Earthbound, and I don't think I could. The turn-based RPGs were never my thing. Santa has been good to me for about 6 months this year. Yeah, so I am certainly not one to say that anything that I would ever want for Christmas this year I've been let down on. Like, everything's been coming up spades for me. Would love to stay longer, but it's 3 a.m. and I'm pretty bunch of stuff tomorrow. Good night, Minnie. So let's do another one. We got this one here. Oh, actually, you know what? I got this one. This one's from the wish list. It came into my address. Let's see what we got. I know what it is. There's only one thing on the wish list that fits this approximate size and weight, and I can feel it through the envelope what it is. But you're gonna find out what it is right now. You approved the art, but didn't get to see the final proof. Interesting. I've never seen Bill or Steven anything at this point. Am I the only person left that's never seen Bill or Steven anything at this point? Oh, there's never sent. Okay, yeah, I thought you said seen. I don't know, Jade. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't, like, honestly, please don't feel any pressure to send anything. As much as, like, you see me unboxing stuff, that's not the purpose of this. I'd like to think that even without stuff coming in on a daily basis, I'd still find time to stream with you guys. So, I mean, it's not a contest. Okay, so Risa hasn't either. IR poor. Yeah, times are tough. Bowser and Kirby. I also like using Bowser, Chris. Is your blanket warm enough last night? And yes, didn't need any others. Let's see. It also made it very hard to get out of bed this morning. Haven't sent anything either. Just fun to watch. See, plenty of people haven't sent stuff. Please don't, guys, again, don't feel any pressure. Marie McClappin Bloop. Just make sure you run it by Lynn and Tim before you send any Canadian stuff, because they've already sent me about half of Canada. So it's gonna be, you know, I don't want you sending things that people have already seen me unravel. Close to 20,000 likes on your Facebook page. I do realize that, Risa. It's part of my day is sometimes checking that out. So yeah, I got a little over 19,000 right now. I'm waiting for that last 1,000 to come through, and then I can say I got the big 20. So let's test this guy out. I got this nice marker. This is a Sharpie paint pen, white color, and I'm going to put it in my prints thing, my prints box. Uh-oh. Press point with finger. Okay. Okay, well, hello, Helen. I'm glad you're here watching at least. I'm sorry you can't participate in the chat. Sent bear claws. We didn't send that much, Bill. You sent so many things. Bye, Corbin. Another personal Nintendo favorite is Mario Kart Double Dash, GameCube, best Mario Kart game. I like the Super Nintendo Mario Kart because you could hop. Let's see here. Oh no, the paint pen isn't doing it for me. Hold on. So I'm supposed to depress the tip, recap and shake well to mix paint, depress marker point several times on the surface to saturate point. Trying to get this thing to do a thing. Oh, here we go. Crazy. Like it's a paint pen, but it doesn't seem to. I need something dark to run. I keep doing this to my binder. There it is. That's beautiful. Just trying to demo this paint pen to you guys right now. There you go. So there you go. That's going to work just fine. I love that thing. All right. So I got my white paint pen. That's going in my autograph box. Yoshi's Woolly War. Okay. My dad loves bear claws. Holy frick, grammar sucks. Dropping to wish you a Merry Christmas. Thanks, Merak. You'd always use a box instead of a binder. He's gonna go friggin' ape. Paint pens are temperamental, but I love them. Yeah, it just took a second to activate it. It seems like the paint had to absorb into the tip, like my friggin' wife, you know. So thank you to whoever sent this paint pen. I appreciate that. Let me make sure. Tim, you're getting awful frisky tonight. Yeah, there's no shipping label in that one. So thank you to whoever sent the paint pen. dropping out because I'm at my mother's and we've got work to do. All right, Mirak, have a good night. It'll be on later. I want Big William, but it's already 1 a.m. I don't know what that means. I'm going to try not to read too much into that Big William comment. Okay, so let's do this guy. We got this one. I believe it's also from the wish list. It's very light. It almost feels like this is an empty box. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's about cider, right? Talking about Big William. So what we have here is a gift from, hey Bill, I wanted to get you something for the holidays, so here you go. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Lexi A. Thank you, Lexi A, for sending me something I needed. Very simple. Just a small little wish list item I thought I'd throw on there before I went to the supermarket and got it on my own. I mean, it's nothing I couldn't get anywhere else. But still, it's an honor to get it from you, Lexi. And it's just a bunch of hair ties for me. These two hair ties right here are the last two that I had from the, I don't know, 20 or 30 pack that I bought. So these guys are going to get put into rotation immediately. Where did I put my knife? This knife, I lose this knife so fast. Every opportunity I get, I just lose this knife. There we go. Ooh, I got a little static in my hair tonight. Yep, it's not great. Okay. Gather it all up. It's half the battle. Oh, yeah. For anybody that has long hair and uses hair elastics, it's that nice feeling of like a brand new elastic that's still really like stretchy and taut. And these are nice because like they're not, you know, I've been using worn out elastics for the past few months, so it's nice to have my hair just in the place I want it. Need more hair ties. Cut my hair. Don't pick the, I say just get some more hair ties. I know it'll be fine. Yeah, it's like if you got a bunch of hair ties, they're everywhere and you can't get rid of them fast enough. And then once you get down to the bottom of the pile, you're like, I can't find any hair ties. My hair's so thick I have to use those elastic headbands for hair ties. Yeah, I wish I had thicker hair. My hair's really thin, and it's just dyeing it for cons makes it even thinner. Yeah, my cat doesn't, she doesn't steal hair ties too much, so that's not a problem I have. All right, what else we got? So thank you, Lexi, for that. Let's see what else we got here. This one here is actually fairly heavy. Let's not shake it. Don't shake it. This one says it's from Geek. What is that about? Oh, I think I know who sent this. Ah, yes. So, these were sent by Marcy, also known as Perfect Cosplay. And this is the reason, she told me these were coming, and this is the reason why I was telling you guys last night. I don't need any more tumblers. I don't need any more glasses for my kitchen, because it looks like Marcy's going to get me squared away on that front for good. This is going to pretty much run me out of glasses space in my cabinets. I was already pretty full up, and these I'm going to have to move some stuff around to accommodate. There's a lot of plastic here. Good night, Chalice. It was good seeing you. What was your most favorite and least favorite celebrity that you met at a con? You know, I really don't meet any celebrities at cons. I met John Barrowman. I didn't meet him. He kind of walked by and just like put his hand on my shoulder for a second at Amazing Las Vegas. So that was kind of fun. I don't know, having him acknowledge me. I only really recognized him from Arrow, so he wasn't a big deal to me. Least favorite, I think the example that I use of celebrities being kind of not that nice at cons is Lou Ferrigno, who was the first celebrity I'd ever met who, even though he was sitting in the open at a booth all day at con, he still insisted that you should pay him $20 to take a picture with him, which I think is ridiculous, because if you're just going to be sitting there, you might as well just get 300 pictures that people are going to take naturally and not ask them to buy something. I don't know. It just seems like, I guess he's got to make his living though. What are you going to do? So Marcy sent these blue, I didn't realize they were blue, and it's got the Avengers villains here. You've got Abomination, Loki, Red Skull, and what? Oh, Whiplash. That's pretty cool. Huh. I didn't realize Whiplash was in there. Nice. So that's one. And then this one is a lighter blue, I guess. And we've got Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Not bad. Yeah, those are really cool. See the color difference? Got a dark blue and a light blue. So those are getting added to my cabinet of horrors in a few moments. Yeah. Someday I'll be on the real me will be on a cup. That's the true mark of fame. But yeah, it's nice to have a couple nice drinking glasses that I can use. Probably have to throw a little washing on them, as is advisable with any kitchenware. You want to make sure you give it a little wash down before you drink or eat anything out of it. Hey, Svaldara Silverlance. Svaldara Silverlance. That is a tongue twister. I'm not going to say that 5 times fast. Left all the knitting stuff at home. Yeah, I got some rings. We've talked about the rings a bunch of times. I don't know who James... See, everyone says James Marsders. Who plays Cyclops in the X-Men movie? Isn't that James Marsden? I always get them confused. Sorry, I can't see. My computer is an ass. Sorry, Svaldara. I'm from Norway. Love the Spike. I don't know who the fuck Spike is. I'm gonna leave that alone, to be honest. So thank you, Marcy, for that. I'm sure you're not watching this right now, as it's, I think, 2 o'clock in the morning. 2:15 for you. I want to meet James Martha so bad. I adored Spike all through my teenager years. Yeah, the other James M. Interesting. 2 James Mars somethings. Who knew? All right, so Helen, I'm going to be opening the last of the 10 days of Helen's Miss packages. Good night, Selena. Reason I started watching Dita Von Teese. Hey, Dita. I see you got the Loki icon. You're going to fit right in here. I hope you like watching dudes open stuff. Hey, Yvonne. Have we met you before, Yvonne? Oh, Dita Fonteese. That's interesting. Yeah, James. I gotta say, I'm a bigger fan of James Marsden. He was on 30 Rock for a while, towards the end. And I like that kind of thing. I like 30 Rock a lot. Nature is keen on this. Thanks for noticing, though. Are you a big Vita Fonteese fan, Dita Fonteese? And it's like Buffy. Helen is watching. Okay, so Helen is here. That's good. Well, I'm glad you're partaking, Yvonne. It's good to see you. Okay, so it looks like Helen has sent a bunch of characters that I've opened over the last few days. And now, in order to go with those characters, we have the character cards that accompany them. So as you might remember, all right, let's take a look here. Here are the characters that Helen sent. First up is Helen, also known as Agent Dana Scully. She starts with a flashlight, which gives her an advantage to searching. She gets two items instead of one. And here's her zombie version. So there's Zombie Helen. Yeah, a lot of people like me wearing red for some reason. I don't know. You're a fan of Power Rangers, right? So what are your thoughts on the upcoming reboot? I'm actually, Chris, not a fan of Power Rangers that much. I don't know much about it. I mean, I watched some of the first season when it first came out in America, and I don't know. I just never got into it. It seemed very formulaic, and I don't know. But maybe the movie will be good. Who knows? Maybe it'll be something I'll be into. All right, second character up is Will. Will's a rocket launcher guy. He gets +1 damage with ranged, which is pretty nasty if you like that kind of thing. So anytime he's using a ranged weapon like a gun or a crossbow, he's going to do an extra damage with it, which is great for killing fatties and abominations. And here's his zombie version. He's supposed to be the dude from Big Bang Theory. I personally hate that show, but whatever. I'll take a free character, even if it does look like a Big Bang Theory guy. So this is Leah. I think she's supposed to be, what's her name? From Mean Girls, the redhead there, main character. The Parent Trap, all that. You know who I'm talking about. Was Kristen here? Oh. In winter, you look good in saturated jewel tones. Wow, Risa, you are just... That is a lot of fancy terms to say somebody looks good in red. Let's see. Kristen, hoping to win the lottery. Welcome, Kristen. I never meant to offend you the other night. Lindsay Lohan, yeah. So this is the Lindsay Lohan character, Leah. She's slippery, which means she can move through zombie hordes without having to burn actions. Typically, characters are penalized for moving through squares that have zombies in them. She is not penalized, so Leah's meant to be an agile character. We've got Audrey. Audrey's got... What the hell? Audrey's got Zombie Link? That's crazy. So Audrey's another Big Bang Theory inspired character. The Zombie Link ability allows her to move when zombies get extra activations. So... God, what does that mean? I'll have to look up the exact word. Typically, characters don't have Zombie Link until they're turned into a zombie. So she's going to be an interesting character to see in action, because I've never played with a character who has Zombie Link. Okay. Is that all you've got? That's Death Grip. So this is Kuro, the Scarface-inspired Tony Montana character. He's got the "Is that all you've got" blue ability, which I think means that when you take a wound, you just lose your weapon. No, you don't lose your weapon. You just take a wound and you don't have to lose a weapon, which is kind of cool. So this is supposed to be a cocaine-fueled drug lord who, whenever he gets hit by a zombie, he's not phased as far as losing his concentration on what he's doing. And here's his zombie version illustration, which is pretty cool. Apparently they got at his legs to get him. It's a terrible way to go down, having your legs taken out. All right, last one is... Steady hand. Is Rick, also known as Chev Chelios from the Crank movie series. He looks just like Jason Statham. He's got the steady hand ability, which means he basically will not harm his teammates with ranged abilities. So you could be a good team player with Chev here, or Rick, and you won't have to worry about shooting your friends by accident, which is it's actually a very handy ability. So thank you, Helen, for all those characters. They're going to be awesome to play with. I've got so many now that I don't even know how I'm going to get around to playing with everybody. Yeah, Death Grip means can't drop a weapon. So is that all you've got means you drop the weapon, but you don't take the wound. So potentially, I guess you could take 5 wounds before you've even got to worry about taking the wound. Or maybe it's just 1 per turn. I'll have to look up the exact "is that all you got" ability rules. Yeah. Don't worry about Lindsay Lohan. She's had a tough upbringing. It's hard growing up famous. Audrey equals Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory. Yeah, she's got a crazy ability. Hey, Marcy, thank you for the tumblers. I appreciate it. I'm gonna drink out of those pretty soon. Fully loaded. Chris is always here to crack a joke. Might be low-hanging fruit, but he's gonna pick it. Kristen, help. My laptop is getting hot and video is frozen every time I write. Zio, you could just text something. Maybe you, I don't know. Yvonne, no, it's not Papi Churro. It's Kuro, which I don't know what Kuro means. I'm just happy it's not Coño. Do I wear that many rings all the time? Yes, this is my daily amount of rings. 3 on this hand, and then a couple hair elastics and 1 on this hand. Remind me to never take advice from Kristen. I'm going to put cold water on you, just trying to help. I love your hashtags, Kristen. Glitter bees bomb on your way. You're going to have some glittery ass bees coming in the mail. Every time someone says Lindsay Lohan, all I can hear is Ahmed from Jeff Dunham saying, "Hello, I'm Lindsay Lohan." Jeff Dunham, that's a comedian that I don't support. You can use this skill at any time the survivor is about to get a wounded card. That's crazy. So you just drop a weapon instead of taking a wound. If you got 5 weapons, that means you can avoid 5 wounds. That's inhuman. And then you can take another 2 wounds before you die. So that's a character who, it's assumed that he's on cocaine to a degree that he can just keep getting bit by zombies and he'll just keep fighting and he's fine. What's the worst Christmas-themed horror film you've ever seen? That's an incredibly specific question, Chris. The worst Christmas-themed horror film I've ever seen. I can't think of a single one, honestly. I watch so few horror movies, and to narrow it down to Christmas-themed ones, I think you're in zero-sum territory. When you were wounded, you may discard an equipment card instead of receiving a wounded card. Yeah, same shit. Aren't they disturbing? My hands are getting terribly itchy every time I wear even one. I don't know. You get used to it, honestly. I like having things on my hands. It gives me something to think about. What's the most crazy thing you've ever had a fan say or ask you? I don't know. Fans say crazy shit all the time. I mean, people think that like I walk around acting like Loki, and that's not the case. So usually it's having to do with that. People want to know, like, people tell me rumors about myself. I had one girl tell me that one of her friends was like telling everybody that she was having sex with me, which was funny to hear. Because I'd love to hear her like narrate that and actually tell the story of like how it went. But I don't know. I mean, it's few and far between. I don't actually hear things that often. Like probably once a year I'll hear somebody talking about, some sort of weird rumor about how I was like super rude to somebody, which is possible because I am pretty rude to some people. Or, people say that they have some sort of ridiculous relationship with me. But whatever. I think that can happen to people who even aren't putting themselves out there in the public. Yeah, the Jeff Dunham stuff, I think a lot of it's kind of based in sort of pretty active racism. His turbaned skeleton is a little offensive. A lot offensive. Pretty offensive. They're awful to me. What can I say? I'm the game guy. By the way, do you do your eyebrows? No, my eyebrows are my eyebrows. That's how they grow. I'll take that as a compliment. I should do my eye. I could lose a little here, probably a little here, and probably some up here too. But yeah, my eyebrows are what they are. Mine is both Jack Frost, not the family one. Yeah. The one with the mutant killer snowman with cheesy one-liners, and Santa's Sleighs starring pro wrestler Goldberg as a satanic Santa. Well, thanks for weighing in on that, Chris. I would have never even been able to name a single horror Christmas movie. Bill, the timer should be there Tuesday. It might come in 2 boxes. I had to get an adapter for it. Are you getting me a Canadian adapter with a Canadian wall timer with an American adapter? Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about my eyebrows. Honestly, let's stop talking about the eyebrows. I'm going to get a little insecure about it if we don't. But I appreciate you bringing it up and meaning it as a compliment. But that's all the packages we're going to be opening for tonight. So I'm saving some for tomorrow. We're going to be opening the remainder of Helen's packages tomorrow on Christmas, as well as Kat has given me has left me a package as well. So all of that stuff is going to be open, assuming Kat wants me to open it tomorrow and on the podcast. Crido, don't be weird. I'm tempted to silence you for 10 minutes for that. Girls and guys, never touch your eyebrows. You're blushing. I'm blushing? Probably tired. If anything, I'm breaking out. I think I'm dehydrated, honestly. Am I planning on watching iRobot? Is that a TV show, or are you talking about the old Will Smith movie? I'm at work wasting my time on this. I'm so getting fired. You ain't getting fired, Dita. Ever since you started cosplay, Loki, has it at some point hit you that there are people to take Marvel movies as Loki slightly too seriously and thus making you slightly concerned? Yes, Valdara, like, I don't know, people take a lot of things too seriously. I think people take Star Wars too seriously. People take Marvel movies too seriously. People take Star Trek too seriously. All the fandoms, the Lord of the Rings stuff, like, they want to fight about it, and it's nothing you should be fighting about. We should be getting along. We should be encouraging each other, but we get so offended about stuff. And I mean, people could say the same about me with like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where I'm fighting so hard to convince people that it's a terrible show, but I'm not actually fervent about it. Like, I'm not going to actually like get in someone's face about it, but it does disturb me that our culture has, like, there are people who are like, no. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And it's just like, of course it's not good. And they're like, well, no, it's not good, but I love it. And I'm like, well, why would you love something that's obviously bad? I don't take anything that isn't real life seriously. That's right. Boss is not here, so I hope I'll get away with this. You'll get away with it. Makes me happy. Cool. Well, but yeah, iRobot, I don't have any plans for. I was actually looking forward to Childhood's End. Once that comes out, either on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Monet, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shouldn't even be background noise. There's listen to a podcast instead of supporting Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, Welcome to Night Vale, great podcast. The Dead Authors podcast, great podcast. And all of it's stupid in an improvised way that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is scripted in a less intelligent way than a lot of improvised podcasts are. My cat, I think she's a little tabby, right? Stripy cats are tabbies, correct? Good night, Candace. Yeah, I think all of us are about to call it a night. I'll give you guys one last look at what we got here as far as cats. She looks mad, but she's not mad. She's happy. Did Childhood's End already like come and go? Is it already over? Mine is like that. Dita, I don't know. I adopted this cat from a coworker a while ago. There was no paperwork. There's no real. There's no breed information on her. She's just a little chubby baby of mine. She's the pretty goodest that I've ever known. So that's what she is. She's a pretty good cat. That's all she needs to be. My favorite baby. Her head smells good. Does that mean anything about her breed? She's a mackerel tabby. Okay. She's just a baby. She's the babiest baby. Anyways. So thank you to Helen. Thank you to Karen. Thank you to Marcy. Thank you to who else? Lexi. Thank all you guys for sending such generous gifts. And thank you for coming and talking and sharing Christmas Eve with me. And my baby. My baby head. She hates it when I kiss her head. She hates that so bad. Um, let's see. Just minutes up here. So, everybody have a good night. I'm probably going to go read an issue or two of Sandman, and then I'm going to go and sleep the sleep of dreams. And then tomorrow we'll have a little Christmas broadcasts. Might do one with, we'll talk about maybe having one with Steven tomorrow. So, good night, everyone. Have a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday. Whatever you're celebrating, do it safely and surround yourself with people you love. And that'll be great. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Solstice. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'll see you before the New Year, though. Definitely. Okay, the time is now 12:35. This is Loki Hates You signing off. Technically, it's Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon. Miss you, love you, bye.